There will also be questions right now about why the chopper took off if the weather conditions were so poor, if the visibility was so poor, Ankit. But any information, any communication that's coming from the local administration there?
Well, as of now, the administration hasn't spoken yet. There were no information regarding any adversity of the weather conditions as well. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected to arrive on 21st, and the preparations were in full swing. And these are the last days before the closing of portals of Char Dham Yatra. So pilgrims and devotees are passionately arriving in large numbers to this valley. So this is a very unfortunate incident that has happened in the last days of the portals closing, and for the winter season, the Kedarnath Mahadev will come down to Guptkashi. So this is a very tragic incident, and as of now the administration is looking into the details as well as starting up the rescue operations. Like I said earlier, the forces have started the rescue operations and trying to reach the accident area as soon as possible. But right now we are unaware of the number of people injured or killed in this horrific accident. This is the routine operation carried out by Aviation. Passenger in large number fly to Kedarnath in chopper, and then they come down to Guptkashi as well. So the administration is right now looking into preparing a task group so that they can reach the site as soon as possible, and will start getting the details.
Right. Ankit, of course, they're bringing us all the details of this unfortunate tragedy that has taken place in Uttarakhand. The administration, as he says, will try to reach the accident site as soon as possible. Ankit, any more details as to how soon the administration and officials can reach the ground?
Well, if you look at the geographical conditions, the terrain is very harsh, and around the helicopter has gone down in a deep gorge. So reaching out to this area would be a challenging task for the authorities, though presence of armed forces is also there. Security agencies are already there because Prime Minister is arriving on 21st. So just 2 days before this unfortunate incident has happened is shocking for the state as well, and for the administration. So the rescue team is trying to reach the area as soon as possible, but like I said, the geographical terrain is really harsh over there.
Okay. So, Ankit, just to bring our viewers up to speed with what has happened in this very unfortunate accident which has taken place this morning in Uttarakhand. At what time did this helicopter take off and when was the crash in fact reported?
Yeah, the crash was reported an hour ago, and like every day the normal operations were carrying out. The chopper took sortie from Guptkashi to take the passengers to Kedarnath, and in the midst of this area in Garud Chatti, crash happened and the helicopter has crashed into a deep gorge. So authorities are now looking into the rescue operations, and they are preparing and they're trying to reach the area as soon as possible. Yet we are not aware of how many people are injured so far. Like I said, this helicopter can onboard 6 people maximum, and pilot plus co-pilot. So you can say that 8 people were onboarding this chopper in total. So we are yet to get more details on it, and then we can flash what happened exactly.
Okay, so you're saying that 8 persons were on board this helicopter which has crashed in Garud Chatti in Uttarakhand. It was en route to Kedarnath when this incident took place. It crashed into a deep gorge, and it has, as you can see in those images over there, tragically caught fire. The administration will, of course, try and reach there as soon as possible, though it's going to be difficult because the terrain is very difficult. Ankit, any preliminary information that's emerging as to what caused this crash? Was it the inclement weather in the area? And if the weather forecast was such, why did the pilots take off?
Well, as per the preliminary investigation, says that the weather forecast was fine at the moment, but the agencies will look into it in depth and will find out that what happened and why the chopper went down. So agencies would look into it, but first the rescue operation has to start so that people can be evacuated by the agencies and injured to be taken to the hospital.
Ankit, are there any injured that you can report about, or were there 8 persons on board the helicopter who've unfortunately died in this tragedy?
Well, it's a big incident, and the chopper has gone down, so the number of people on boarding the chopper would obviously injured and could be severely injured. But right now we are not aware of the numbers as to how many people are injured or someone has died. We are yet to get reports from the authorities, and then we can say the numbers.